Hey, how's it going, everyone? Today, I'm going to be doing a comparison video on these two figures right here. I feel like these two guys are definitely the topic of conversation. Um, it comes down to both of these guys. They're definitely both 3.0s. It's the S.H.FIGUARTS Super Saiyan Goku 3.0 body, the long-awaited finally here. And then we have the Demoniacal Fit, which is also a Super Saiyan version 3.0 body as well. We're pretty much going to compare them. My opinions when it comes to these two guys are all strictly my opinions. Everybody can collect and choose whoever they want at the end of the day because that's the fun of it all, right? Anyways, these guys definitely have their pros and cons, and even though most people will say this guy is the superior one as far as the 3.0 posability goes, and I would agree, definitely this guy is the superior one, just hands down when it comes to posability compared to this 3.0. But like I said, this guy is definitely not left in the dust, especially for the price. For the price, and then he's got the things, some certain things that I like from him as well. So I have two copies of this guy and I have two copies of this guy. There's no way I'm getting rid of these guys because this guy is really awesome too. I really like the way they did some of the things on this guy right here. But I definitely, this one is definitely my favorite for sure. But like I said, this one is like right there next to it. So let's get to it and start getting these comparisons out the way. All right, so I think the main thing when it comes to these two guys is going to be the price is the first and foremost thing, right? This guy is pretty much retail price, surprisingly, and you can find them for like $38. At the cheapest if you do no shipping and you pick it up at a store or something. That's with tax, and then whereas this guy is about 40 to 50, anywhere within that range, right? It's a few more dollars, right? But realistically, even this guy right here for a 3.0 body, like I feel like that 3.0 bodies nowadays from everybody else have been expensive, and whether they come with more accessories or not, they're usually a lot less attainable because they're higher price. Like the OC Toys Vegito, easily $80. The Tonsin Cameo and Gogeta, easily $80. Yes, they do come with a lot of accessories, but it makes it a little bit harder to attain for the guy that's like strictly on a budget and really doesn't care for the accessories being that significantly you know that many, right? So it'd be cool if some of these third parties started doing like, bare bones versions of some of their $80 figures too. That'd be great. Imagine like a 30, like a $30, $40 Gogeta from Cameo with just face plates and, hands for the guy that can't get them, right? That would be great. That'd be great for me too. That way I'd only get one that has all the accessories and then you only need a second one. Anyways, like I was saying. So definitely for these guys are definitely unique. But they definitely have their pros and cons. Also, I think like another example of 3.0s, like the Beast D's Broly. Yeah, that one's a little bit bigger, so that's understandable. The when Trunks came out from Tonsen, he was about $80. Same thing with Kid Buu at the lowest, maybe 70, right? But a lot of these 3.0s from third party companies, like I feel like they know that they're great. So what they do is, they put it out with a lot of accessories and try to maximize their profit, which is understandable, not a bad thing to do. You know what I mean? But to have a 3.0 figure like this guy for like $40 and it still comes with a decent amount of accessories, like I'm telling you guys, I've been collecting for a long time, and this is definitely a deal. As long as you still like this guy, even though you have this one. Like I said, I have two copies of this guy, but I really like this guy as well. Like this guy has a little bit more of a bulkier body. You guys can see it easily. He's a little more slender. He's a little more bulkier. Like I said, I'm not even gonna do articulation comparisons because this guy definitely blows this guy out the water. But this guy is a 3.0 and he blows all 2.0s out the water, right? So there's that. Um, he's still a 3.0. He's still very much fun to pose. I think the biggest drawback for this guy is the ab crunch. But other than that, the legs, the ankles, the butterfly joints, and even the neck, really, really good range for the most part. So when it comes to um, posability, this guy definitely wins. When it comes to the overall look of it, it really comes down to the individual person because I actually like both faceplates. The faceplates on both of these figures, I think they're both really good. And when it comes to the hair, I do prefer this one a little bit more, but I still like this guy. And even though this one's slender and I love that, This guy's slightly buffer, and I like that as well. So they definitely have, and this one actually has some shading as well in some places, and this one for an SH surprisingly has some shading as well. Definitely doesn't have any on the back. No, this one doesn't have shading on the back, and this one does. So, like I said, it comes down to that really personal preference. If you're the type of person that you just want to get the best and the better 3.0 no matter what, then definitely this one. But if you can appreciate 3.0 in all its forms or versions or variations, then like I said, definitely an awesome figure as well. I'm definitely gonna go through these faceplates real quick so you guys can see at least the faceplates together. Before I do the faceplates, I'm just gonna show you guys real quick. Um, there's the accessories right there that everyone comes with. This is the SH one. I really love the windy hair. That's really awesome. Actually, a really awesome accessory. But this one also comes with the windy bang, so that's kind of cool. Windy or off to the side slightly, but it also has that base form head sculpt, so that's a nice bonus, right? Definitely a decent amount of extras. All right, before I do the faceplate, I wasn't gonna do the articulation, but I'm pretty sure a lot of you do want to see it, so we're gonna go ahead and do this real quickly. So this is how much the head looks down on both of them, right? You can see that it's actually decent on both for the most part, right? They can both tuck in their their chins into their chest, so that's pretty awesome, right? The SH one definitely looks up a little higher, so that's awesome, right? When it comes to the app crunch, on the DF one, it goes about that much. And then this guy, of course, there's no competition, right? Bigger difference, right? Butterfly joints. This guy's, I will say one thing about him, it's easier to maneuver and move them and pose them the way you want to. Whereas this one takes a little more wiggling, right? A little more finesse, right? But it'll get there. It actually feels like this one's a little bit better too. It goes a little further. So there's that. And then when it comes to the legs, they go up that much on this guy. Hold on, let me get this guy's up. Okay, legs. Legs go up about that much. When it comes to the legs, they definitely look about the same. So that's interesting. You definitely got to watch out with that little hip flap on the S.H. Goku. Make sure you tuck it under before you try to... Okay, this guy pops off. Okay, there you go. He does the splits about that much. And then the DF one does the splits about the same. Yeah, they're about the same for sure. And then when it comes to... When it comes to the elbows, I think it's about the same as well. Yep, about the same. And then the knees. Okay, see, I didn't expect that right there. It looks like the knees on the demoniacal fit one definitely bend in a lot further in. So that's definitely interesting. Let me make sure I'm doing it. Yeah, that's as far as it goes. Yep. Okay, so yeah, there, like I said, look at the knee on this one. This one's all obviously a lot more covered and you can't see gapping for those that don't like the gapping. This one has slightly here and there. But this knee on the demoniacal fit Goku definitely closes in a lot more than this one. So there's that. So this is what I was talking about. One of the good examples. Like it's definitely gonna have its value, you know what I mean? And it's like I said, $50. Like I still love this figure. So yeah, better knee bend on this one than the SH, but the SH has the superior ab crunch over this one. There you go. All right, ankles. When it comes to the ankles, yeah, when it comes to the ankles, definitely the SH goes a lot further, superior as well, I would say. But this is definitely not a slouch, no slouch in any way, shape, or form. That definitely is enough to cover any posing that you would want. So that's pretty cool too. Another thing I will say about this guy right here is that he is a little less sturdy all around. Right, I feel like his legs are a little... He does stand up pretty good on his own, so that's nice. but I feel like this guy's a little more sturdier on the legs for sure. So yeah, so there you go. That's pretty much the my opinion. Definitely this guy's superior when it comes to looking up, the ab crunch, the shoulder butterfly joints, and the ankle rockers. And then this guy, I think the best thing he has over this guy was probably just the legs. The legs bend in a lot further in, so that was pretty interesting to see, and that's pretty awesome. So that means, you know, there's that. But like I said, the ankles are no slouch, and the butterfly joints are also no slouch. The ab crunch is probably the most debilitating thing on this guy right here. Definitely limiting, but like I said, for $50, it's definitely better than a 2.0, right? So let's get these faceplates going. All right, actually, real quick, let me show you guys the up close. This guy's neck also extends, which is cool. The S.H. Goku, so that's pretty awesome. All right, so I'm gonna show you the faces up close so you guys can see. That's the normal face for both, right? S.H. Figuarts is on the left, Demoniacal Fit is on the right. Oops. Okay, and there you go. See, this guy just fell right now. And there you go, right there. Those are the screaming faceplates. These guys definitely both have differences in some of the faceplates, so I'm not gonna. There's no comparison there. I'm just gonna compare the ones that are the same to each other. So, the left as the S.H. Figuarts Goku 3.0. The games begin, and then on the right is the Demoniacal Fit one. Like I said, uh, I like the S.H. Figuarts one. That's probably is my favorite, but definitely the Demoniacal Fit. Like I said, in my opinion, it's no slouch, and it's definitely a nice looking faceplate as well. So, that's pretty awesome too. Yep. All right, and there is the teeth. I'm sorry, teeth gritted faces for Goku for both of them right there. On the right is the demoniacal fit. On the left is the SH figure arts. That one I feel like it's somewhat similar. Obviously, the SH has a little more detail, slightly different on the longer on the face. But for the most part, to me, they're both like I don't prefer one over the other. I like them both equally, so they're really awesome. They're really good, and that's good. All right, so this is where another bit of uniqueness comes in. So when it comes to the SH Figure Arts Goku on the left, um, that one comes with that face right there, the big eyes, you know, relaxed, kind of looking friendly, right? And hold on, let me get this guy up. There you go. The one on the left is the SH. He comes with that faceplate, unique to him. And then on the right, the demoniacal fit one comes with a smiling one slash smirking one, and that's also unique to him. So these two are the faceplates that are unique to each other. They're not, they both don't have these. So that's pretty cool. That's different, definitely for sure. If you like this faceplate, then you know it's only on this guy, or if you like this faceplate, then it's only on this one. So definitely, like I said, pros and cons. It really comes down to it. Like I said, if you care about the posability being the superior one, then definitely this guy takes it all, right? But this one, like I said, definitely has its value, its charm, and especially for the price. Like I said, this is probably the first 3.0 that I got, aside from this one as well. I'm talking about third party that wasn't $80. Vegito, $80, right? Cameo and Gogeta, 85, right? Beast Eats Broly, that guy was like 100. Let's not even go there. The Tonten Trunks, 85. Uh, Kid Buu Tonten, 85, right? Who else am I missing? Goku Black from Beast D's. That guy was about 80 to 85. You know, all these third party 3.0s for the most part were really high in price, so I can't stress that anymore. But anyways, like I said, my opinion, my thoughts. I'm just here to give out the information. You guys let me know what you think as far as these two figures go. Uh, and are you gonna stick to this guy only, or do you still love this guy? I did see a lot of you guys already on YouTube and Instagram that you know they still love this figure as well, which is awesome because, like I said, it is a really great figure, and you can use both of these guys for customization. They already have neck pegs for both of these guys out there. Um, I think it was on Instagram. My brother Overhaul got some the other day too. I haven't messed with them yet. I'm gonna try to do a video on that so you guys can see that. That'll probably be my next video. Neck peg swaps for these guys, and then you can put 2.0 heads on him and this guy as well. So that's pretty cool. So look forward to that. That's pretty much it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, at the end of the day, as far as 3.0s go, and that's all you care about, this guy is definitely superior, the SH Figure Arts one. But for the value, like I said, and this guy has a lot of things that I still like. I like the hair, I like the faceplates, I like the body size. Um, you know, and I like I said, it's gonna be difficult to find another 3.0 that's $50. Obviously, aside from the Gogeta from DF as well, also a good deal. That's another good example. The DF is really doing it. The Gogeta Super Saiyan and the Blue also around that $50 range, and those are also 3.0s and they're also that good, that great. So, anyways, that's it for this video. Um, if you like the video, give me a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.